Kathleen Kennedy's Lucasfilm makes desperate move during this insane ratings disaster. We're definitely going to get into definite details about this. So welcome back to Views with Hughes, Culture and News. This is Jerome Hughes. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, I'm be honest here. There's some wild rumors rolling out there about Star Wars, specifically with Ahsoka Season 2. Okay. Now, the show that wasn't really good after the disaster from the ratings of Skeleton Crew and the Acolyte. Now, I think I can safely say that, many of us are frustrated with Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy's, tendency to go ahead and rely on the past prop-up news shows to prop up news shows and stuff. Now, it feels like, Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm is banking on nostalgia instead of just simply focusing on telling strong original stories. Now, if you're here watching this, I bet you're just as tired of this pattern as I am. So get this, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, please stop doing this. I mean, we don't need you to keep going ahead and recycling old characters to go ahead and keep people watching, because of the fact of the matter is you're not even doing that right. But in the latest rumor, as you all might have heard, Natalie Portman returning as Padme Amidala in Ahsoka Season 2. And according to some reports, Dave Filoni, no surprise, is pushing for her to come back, and the deal is said to be close. Now, I'll be honest with you all. I think this may happen. Why? Because Disney Plus is definitely struggling, and for the numbers for Ahsoka's first season weren't even great, and it seems like Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy is simply grasping at straws to keep people interested, and that's the unfortunate part right there. But the idea that of Natalie Portman returning as Padme feels like a desperate attempt by Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy to go ahead and try to recreate some magic from the prequels. Okay, now maybe it'll be a flashback, I'm guessing, where we see Anakin Skywalker in his Clone Wars armor, or perhaps even a moment involving Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Honestly, it's not hard to imagine, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy going ahead trying to bring the trio back together. Now, Anakin, Padme, and Obi-Wan. Now, they might hope for the same emotional impact that fans felt when Han, Luke, and Leia were reunited, or at least attempted to be in the sequel trilogy. Well, actually, I changed my mind about that. They weren't necessarily reunited. But here's the thing. It's not going to work at all. The magic of nostalgia only goes so far, and at some point, you just got to go ahead and give audiences something fresh. Now, yeah, they could have given us a scene where Ghost Anakin is watching old holograms of Natalie Portman as Padme, or where Ahsoka stumbles across some old recordings of her. Maybe, maybe Anakin's Force Ghost gives her some dramatic speech about his past love. I mean, who knows? It's all speculation at this point, but does it actually add anything meaningful to the story itself? Quite frankly, I doubt it. I don't even think so. But there's a lot of conflicting reports out there about this rumor. Some outlets are saying that, it's not true and that Natalie Portman is in negotiations. But we've seen this kind of thing before. Now, remember all the back and forth about, Hayden Christensen returning? First off, it was, no, he's not coming back. And then secondly, he's all over the whole, promotional material. Okay. Now, let's be honest. Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy has had a terrible track record when it comes to going ahead and just keeping secrets, okay? And let's not forget Baby Yoda, Grogu, who was the one and only surprise that they managed to pull off in recent memory, okay? Everything else leaked well ahead of time, okay? But I'm also be honest, I think there may be a decent chance that this rumor is true, even if Natalie Portman doesn't officially sign on. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy used a stand-in or simply kept Padme at a distance in some flashback scene. Now, picture this, Anakin in his Clone Wars armor looking back at Natalie Portman as, Padme Amidala from out afar as he runs into battle, just enough to make fans freak out and flood social media with hashtag like Padme returns or something and Natalie Portman. But would it really make a difference? Not likely. Even Natalie Portman's return as Padme couldn't save Ahsoka, in season 1 from his mediocre reception, and bringing her back for season 2 probably won't change that. Okay. Now, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not hating on Star Wars. I'm not here to hate on Star Wars at all. I love this franchise, or at least I used to, but it's frustrating to see Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy constantly rely on gimmicks and nostalgia instead of just simply delivering, quality storytelling. I mean, it's the same thing that we're seeing with Marvel right now. Everyone's hoping Daredevil will be good, but let's be honest, the MCU hasn't been great shape either. You see, these franchises need to step it up, actually. And Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy has consistently faced criticism for its approach to Star Wars. And this is just another example of, the same pattern. Even with Natalie Portman's potential return, the real issue lies in the creative direction that Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy has actually taken. All right. The reliance on legacy characters and rehashed storylines has done more harm than good. And Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy simply must just find a way to innovate instead of just recycling the past itself. And speaking of stepping it up, let me throw you all an idea out here. And what if we started talking about classic movies instead? I mean, I've been thinking about, looking at some older films and everything myself and stuff that I enjoyed as a kid. I mean, I would like that as well, but the simple fact of the matter is, with Kathleen Kennedy and stuff under Lucasfilm, with Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, I mean, it's pretty much been in shambles. I mean, we've seen them take this particular franchise, destroy it and stuff over the years. And right when the ratings are low and they see that the fans don't really care about Star Wars anymore and they left, all of a sudden they want to go ahead and pump nostalgia in it while trying to go ahead and reintroduce their new stories, their edition of Star Wars and stuff. I mean, they saw it didn't work with the Acolyte. That's when they just all of a sudden started panicking. Okay, now Kathleen Kennedy, on one hand, I mean, let's be honest. Everybody thought that she would go ahead and change the Star Wars. Then the Disney Star Wars sequels happened, and the next thing you know, the whole Skywalker storyline was just out of whack. Okay, and then that's when the fans started leaving. Season 1 and 2 of Mandalorian started bringing some of them back, but then next you know, the shows after that, including Mandalorian season 3, just made more fans leave. And then came not Ahsoka. Then came the Acolyte after Ahsoka and stuff, and they basically stated that this is the gayest Star Wars show out there, as well as, the fact that it's not for straight white males or straight fans or straight men and stuff. No, it's not for them. Okay. It's simply for those in the Google community and everything. And guess what? They realized that no one stuck around to watch it. And that's why they had to cancel it. And unfortunately, that led to, the bad ratings that Skeleton grew, even though it was an okay show. It actually led to less ratings than Ahsoka. But the fact of the matter remains is that Kathleen Kennedy is definitely making this desperate move here to go ahead and bring Natalie Portman into, Ahsoka franchise, as rumored, allegedly. But the fact remains is that she has nothing else to build on. Okay, the fans have already grown tired of the franchise itself. Heck, even came to the point where when I was reviewing the show I was covering the show Skeleton Crew up here on my channel, no one really tuned in or even cared. Okay, because of the fact that the matter is, so many people tuned out. Okay, and it's basically at this point they want Kathleen Kennedy gone. Some of them may not return until Kathleen Kennedy is gone and stuff. Others are just already checked out because they didn't even reunite Luke, Leia, and Han back into the Disney Star Wars sequels and everything. And it's at this point, I mean, it's definitely too late for that, and they're not even checking back in. So yeah, I mean, just let me know in the comments and stuff, if there's anything else you'd like for me to cover and stuff, anything that's news related to Star Wars or anything outside of Star Wars, because it'll be a good break from drama surrounding Natalie Portman rumors, Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars, and even Marvel. Okay, anything else? Do you think that Natalie Portman will show up, or is this just another case of Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy simply stirring up engagement online? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional details or thoughts you might have in this particular topic. If you enjoyed what was shared in this video, go ahead and smash the like button, share the video far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.